It's budget time, the time of the year that everyone pretends that they care about but really doesn't. So, it's time to go through the newspaper headlines as we've never done before, but we are calling it an annual tradition from now because, as always, Telegraph outdoing itself, Jim Pickings. And let's see what the other one is saying today, the Herald. Damn it! The Greek Herald again! And also, how good is this? You know why there's Jim Pickings? Because there's only a $5 tax decrease. Ooh. Even though it's hundreds of dollars a year. I don't know how they get away with that on the front line. And I really don't know how they get away with Joe Hildebrand still being hired to cut through the spin. I'll be reading that later. But in the meantime, let's go through the winners and losers of this budget, shall we? Because, oh my God, have you seen anything that ever looks better than this? I mean, you know, apart from Mickey Rourke. You really got to hand it to the editorial team of the Telegraph. Jim Pickings is a 7 out of 10 pun. And you obviously thought about it before the budget came down, and you were going to keep it no matter what, so props to you for being lazy. Now, let's look at the winners and losers of said budget, shall we? Winners, taxpayers, that's you! Well, this is a friendly Geordie's audience, so that's about 50% of you. But look, no, the other 50% are here. National Disability Insurance Agency, that's you! Electricity bills, yeah, about bloody time! Now, look at the losers, check this out. Foreign home buyers, suck shit! What Australian voter can be mad about that? It automatically discounts them. What a fucking enemy. No change in budget balance or economic outlook. Oh, what? Jim Chalmers hasn't improved from being the second best budget manager on earth. He's like Ian Thorpe in virtually all the Olympics that he attended. But he got heaps of praise anyway. What the fuck? More losers? You want to see more losers? Tax revenue. You know how that would be reported in the Telegraph if the coalition was in? The tax man. The reason the tax revenue is a loser is because you're a winner. More or less the reason for that is the stage 3 tax cuts which Labor changed from going all to the top to mostly to the lower and middle class. That's one of the reasons. The second one is, how's this? They just announced more relief that is mainly targeted at low income earners. More tax taken off them a year to the tune of hundreds of dollars. I think it then doubles the year after that. And how's this? The low taxing party. Peter Dutton himself coming out swinging. Watch this. Puff getting a break. Not on my watch. How good is this next loser? Tobacco revenue. Yeah! Right next to this winner. How Australian's this? Beer brewers. Yeah! The next winner is giant pandas? So the boomers on Facebook were right. Labor is just China in disguise. Let's see how pandas are winners. Adelaide Zoo's giant pandas, Xingqiu and Yu Land. Dude, they're in Adelaide. Just call them Bob and Rick. They'll be millionaires. Think of all the high-end bamboo they could have. The Telegraph should have made that their headline. During the cost of living crisis, Albo wants millionaire pandas. Thanks to a $3.8 million spend over 5 years to support their ongoing stay, the couple of... Jesus, how much fucking bamboo do they eat? The couple officially arrived at the zoo at the beginning of this year on loan from China with hopes that they may become a future breeding pair. Ah, that's why you didn't call them Bob and Rick. Oh man, how good would it be if they were gay? That's just another headline for the Telegraph tomorrow. Adam and Steve. Women's health. Kirks. Student debt holders. Oh wait, that's me, that's Matt. Social cohesion. Kirks. Temporary migrants. Based that shit, get them out of here. See you later. Who else is a loser? Tradies. What? What the fuck? The alphas of Australian society that have gotten every single break ever in life? They're getting a loss. What is it? Oh, what? No free trucks. How will they ever go on with their $500,000 a year salaries? I don't know how you could call tradies losers though, seeing as one of the cornerstones of this Labor government's entire policy basis is giving out a bunch of free TAFE positions. And on top of that, $10,000 just for signing up on an apprenticeship. But I suppose those are future tradies. So yes, the current tradies that are... You know, I think if you looked at the rich list of Australia, it'd go 1, Gina Reinhart, 2, Dave. Australian products, well, I did my bit. At least I thought I did my bit. Last week we did a video where we encourage everybody to buy Kirks, purely because it had an Australian-made logo on it. Then somebody in the comments informed us that no, those are also bought by overseas Coke overlords. So now, I'm coming in hot for Saxby's. If they still exist. Fuck, their products suck. Good logo though, and I think that logo would be very happy with the next winner, aged care workers. Child care workers. How good is this right next to a kid pushing a little toy? Defence. A tank right at her head. Oh, what? Labor, weak on defence, as always. Disaster recovery, major roads, conservation. Seriously, who would have an issue with this budget unless you're chronically online and have a mental deficiency? And in fact, I will go further. You are chronically online, have a mental deficiency, and are over the age of 60. All the young people with mental deficiencies would like this. I mean, it's literally helping out people with mental deficiencies. First home buyers. Now, this is huge. Labor's Help to Buy scheme, which just is not advertised anywhere near enough. That is the government stepping in and reducing first home buyers' mortgages by nearly $400,000. And this is huge news. They've just expanded that policy again in this budget. That should have been the highlight instead of, what? $5 tax that doesn't exist. Honestly, I'm starting to think that the Telegraph has it in for the Labor Party. Also, by the way, we've got a big video on housing coming out very soon. Just to support NDIS, and how good is this? The other massive loser, consultants. Can we just go through the losers of this budget one more time? Big tobacco, migrants, rich migrants, and consultants. You know, I just read the other day that Labor has gutted $4.5 billion on consultants, and they've just put that into the public sector. That is all going into public sector jobs. PBS is a big winner. Oh, that's something else that I want to talk about very soon, because like everybody else, I all of a sudden became an expert on what it is and finally know what the PBS stands for. So I will be doing a video about that very soon. But in the meantime, pretty damn good, wouldn't you agree? It has been phenomenal. What an incredible month Albo has had after the 3 years of shit that he's had to slog through. Going into the election as well. I don't really know what all this is about, because they're even seeming to get some good press coverage out of anything other than the Murdoch press. I mean, look at this. This winners and losers chart came from the ABC. See, now that's my auntie. After all of these years, can you please just spend your $1 billion like consultants would if they got that $1 billion? Just make a bunch of bullshit graphs. And this is the best part. I think Albo's learning from some of the more alpha Labor premiers, because have you seen some of the slams that he's been giving to journalists recently? If you haven't, check this out. More of this, Albo, honestly. Entertain us!
Do you reckon Monique Ryan's husband should have kept removing the sign to council officials in Coolum?
I have no idea who Monique Ryan's husband is. So,
well, he removed a Liberal campaign sign from Amelia Hamer on Canterbury Road in Hawthorne because it was on public property. I'm not sure if you've seen the footage which has been doing the rounds.
So on a day where we've got a $16.5 billion national education announcement, I'm asked about someone's husband removing a Liberal Party sign on a road somewhere. Is there any connection whatsoever with anyone in the Labor Party with this alleged event, of which I do not know? No. Okay, I think you've answered your question.
This is what I've been saying all along. You want to be Prime Minister of this country, you basically have to be Rodney Roode. Just shut down journalists like they're drunk hecklers. They pretty much are at this point. They're dumber than drunk hecklers. Also, did you know that I am doing a tour across this country where you can be a drunk heckler to me? Links below, and also something else that you can purchase with my face on it. This cool Michael Cusack feet merch that we have come out with recently. So check it out at our website, pre-order, and we'll start setting about real soon. And I'll see you real soon.